Welcome to a world of might and magic, where the only limit is your imagination. Come along with us and find out what happens when you just roll with it. So, anybody
I'm
come up with recap while we've been talking shit?
Yes, I've been going. Actually, I can do the recap because I've been going through my notes while everyone was talking.
I figured somebody would be.
Okay.
I feel like it's well established at this point. I don't take notes.
Well, once again, it's just bullet points of things. So.
Hey, that's more than what I do.
Okay. All right. So after we kicked ass in the camp, we decided to investigate and search for things. We were able to find a thick book from Hahashi's tent. We threw most of the bodies in the hole. I think we set something to fire, so probably, most likely anyway. Then we got back to home base, and while we were at home base, we kind of investigated the book further, and we were able to find basically a hit list of targets. Some of the images were marked eliminated, other ones were marked with a dragon. But also when we got home, or to home base, we, Dirtus? I'm gonna say Dirtus? Was that his name?
Druxus, I think. Yeah.
I haven't been enough around him to know his name. Yeah, and he returned with some information about the wolf is returning in a week's time, or a week and a half time, from a monster hunt. There plans to be a parade. And then there is news about the dragon figure is going to speak at an event to greet underlings. At least that's what my notes say. And then we decided, okay, well, we got to gather more info. So we conducted a plan where Paige was going to go to the library. Woods was going to break into City Hall, even though it's public record, I found out. And I think Spoon was going to go to the Manson house. Or Masons.
Yeah.
Those are two very different scenarios. I think you could eat in both, though.
True.
But yeah, very accurate.
That's what I got.
Very accurate recalling. Gain your inspiration.
Excellent.
Ooh. But yeah, y'all made me look up city planning regulations for the parade thing.
Well, I mean, it sounded important.
It did at the time, but I looked forward to it. Like, I could have just look information.
Whoever looks at your internet history must be so confused.
Well, half of the things I type into my search browser have 5E in them somewhere. So there's my FBI guy's just like, oh, he's just a nerd looking up weird shit for his games.
Yeah. The best thing to do to ward off the FBI man looking at your computer is just to be a fucking loser. Those guys will leave you alone.
Warhammer 40k, how to sell drugs.
Now, see, it wouldn't surprise me if that was an actual, ruled written component in that game.
In my game, we were literally running an operation where, our front was a bar, but we assassinated, we sold drugs, we stopped drug rings. Because we were working for a massive criminal organization.
As you do.
The dream of every nerd, becoming a criminal.
Yeah.
We can't do it in real life, but we'll do it in fantasy.
Exactly.
Yeah, just like all the mass murder we've been doing with little to no consequence.
I can't be a furry-footed little man in the real world shooting fucking a shotgun with 4 barrels, but I can do that in, in a space empire. So, I have so many good ideas for that character too. I was reading up on the talents and shit, and I was like, this guy's gonna be busted. And then we just stopped doing that game.
That's how it usually goes. That's why I don't write out big arcing character build up until everything's locked in or I'm the one running the game.
Yeah. Well, I'm a fool, so I will continue to do it.
Everybody knows we got that backlog of 100 characters we'll never get to play.
Literally.
200 actually.
I've got so many ideas that need they need to be free.
I have so many characters ready, then whenever I'm invited to play something, I create a new one.
Yep.
I don't.
And thus our NPCs in our other games are born.
What a truly hopeless world we live in.
Everybody wants to play the game, but no one wants to run the game.
And they latch on to the one guy who does want to run it.
Don't even have time to play more.
Alright. Well, we've got our plan set in stone. So I think it's time we were off to actually accomplish said plan.
I mean, I feel like I still gotta wait for like a return letter. we didn't do just like a, it can't just drop in on the guy.
Well, I mean, you could. It'd just be kind of rude.
Exactly. And last thing you want to be rude to is a vampire. I'll be rude to anyone else, but that guy paid us a lot of money. Like, a lot of money.
Well, we did almost die for his spectators' entertainment.
That's normal. I've been doing that my whole life.
Well, squishy little wizard boy has it.
Boo-hoo. He could cope.
And you
Paige
know,
surprisingly did well in the arena.
yeah, you just stayed at range and nuked everything.
As wizards do.
While Spoon gets mind controlled and kills his friends.
Yeah, all the things that make this game fun.
You want a monkey with another creature for 5 seconds? I will never forget that feat of strength.
Paige is gonna be riding the high of being a giant strong monkey for a long time. But yeah, at least the rest of us can start on our individual tasks.
I guess I'll actually just help out around the house for once.
Yeah, Spoon gets to have a day off for once in his life. What the hell?
Whew.
He doesn't know what to do, so he just stays around the house like those pictures from what's the name of the director?
No
I
idea.
don't watch movies, dude, so I don't know.
Tarantino.
Oh, I see. That guy. I do know that. He directed
A lot of good movies. Here we have
21 Jump Street.
Yeah, this is the first movie I think of when I think of him, but sure.
That's the actual only movie I know he directed. And I'm not even sure he directed that.
No idea.
Which movie?
21 Jump Street.
No, he didn't direct that.
He didn't?
I don't think he did.
Popular? I don't know. I'll look it up. Maybe it's another popular director. Like,
first movie I think of him is Bastardos Inglorious.
Oh, Glorious
oh,
Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards. I have heard of that. I've never seen
Yeah,
it.
sorry,
That is a good
it's
movie.
the other way around here.
I'm more of the
I know
old
there was-
school one, Pulp Fiction and Jackie Brown.
Ooh,
Those are my two
Solid.
faves.
Solid movies.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen Pulp Fiction, though I saw it a long
Yeah,
time
who the hell
ago.
hasn't seen Pulp Fiction?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, I didn't see like any of fuck, what's his name? I always forget his name. It's the guy who directed The Breakfast Club and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I didn't see those movies until like a couple months ago.
Alright, so we break up into our groups. Spoon staying home. Woot's headed out for some sort of official building where he could find records.
I'm still gonna break into it. Paige, did you make me invisible for a while?
Yeah, sure. I'll
Perfect.
cast invisibility upon there.
How long does that last?
It's let's see.
An hour.
Hour. That's
I'm sprinting.
I mean, yeah, you're a monk. You're fast as fuck.
Yep.
People walking on the street, they just hear a pa 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 footsteps
This
and
big
nothing
metal
around.
construct just sprinting.
And Paige and Krell make their way back to the library to be nerds.
Spoon's
Sorry,
gonna
but I
be,
forgot what we
made
were
for
going
a
to
day.
study at the library.
So, on that, actually, I was, for no particular reason at all, I was trying to figure out what the male equivalent of a maid is. So I did some research, and it turns out that maid is short for maiden servant, so the male equivalent is manservant.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sucks. That just sucks. That doesn't sound nearly as good.
No,
So I
it
was gonna
doesn't.
stick with butler until the end of time.
Ballet too, or ballet. What was the other one? It sounds like ballet.
Thinking
But it
the
wasn't.
butler is the chief of the servants.
Well, good for him.
Anyway, what were Paige and Krell doing in the library again? I forgot.
We were doing
Oh.
research on the hammer.
Oh yeah, it's true.
It's the hammer.
Seeing if we could potentially find a location for it.
That's gonna be exciting. And you've got Loki there as a fact checker.
Always good to have first-hand experience in the matter.
Exactly. And who can you trust more than someone who was probably there?
Yeah.
We just now need to hope he doesn't lie.
That'll be fine.
Well, I don't think you can really lie to somebody who can tell what you're thinking.
True.
Alright, let's see whose adventure we're starting with first. Ooh, fun. Spoons.
Oh shit. Everything's going wrong. My phone won't be quiet. I just dropped it. My sweeping duty is going first. This is basically just like the spoon filler arc.
Pretty much. But at least you don't have to wear your ridiculous armor for a handful of hours.
Yeah, I can chill for a bit. My constant workout is over.
Ugh. So
Just
what
trying,
is spoon up?
you know, doing normal spoon things, moving things around on the board, trying to make it look like they have more information than they do. It's like, we got nothing. This sucks.
Oh, we got
Okay.
quite a bit,
I gotta-
actually.
Yeah, we well, I mean, in terms of like things we can act on soon.
Yeah, I mean, currently we have names of 4 living members.
What to do? I mean, it seems like we've got this place kind of taken care of.
One just figures out he has no hobbies.
I mean, I do. I work out. I wood carve. Just like, I want to spend my time doing something like meaningful. Maurice has got his training on lockdown, so I don't have to worry about him.
Perhaps you could teach some learned youngsters a life skill or something.
A life skill. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure whatever Spoon has, they'd love to learn.
Hey kids, who wants to bench press?
You know that the average body will be able to lift at least 450 pounds if they're put in a life or death scenario? It's true.
And we are going to find out right now.
Yeah, this one time I bench pressed a half-dead young dragon off of me.
That did happen. Did do that. That did happen. And then I carved my name into a sword and stabbed it into the dragon's back. And then I stole the sword it had. Look, it was a fucking crazy day.
I think it was
You
an
fought.
X.
Yeah, I think it was an axe. I want to say that was when you got Hugh.
Oh yeah. That was when I got Hugh and I started dual wielding Hugh and Talon. What a time that was.
Now you just swing around big swords.
Now I just swing around whatever big sword is applicable to the scenario we're in. Well, I will whenever I could actually start using the 4-bolt greatsword.
Well, I mean, you can use it currently.
I have to pass a check though.
Yeah. And
That's
how
not-
often
that's
is
not like-
how often is Spoon's strength ever in question?
That's true. Maybe we can spend the day, spend some of my time doing that, getting used to like the weight of this fucking like absolute unit of a weapon.
Just go on like a whole day of fucking Zoro's fucking workout routine.
Yeah, where he just holds like a couple 100 pounds on a stick and he swings it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Man, I'm a genius. Nobody should ever call my intellect into question.
We come back, there's just a bunch of gaping carve marks in the floor.
Maybe I'll go do it outside. I'll let Maurice see what some hard work and dedication looks like.
That could only go
This
amazingly.
is what it looks like to work, Maurice. You gotta like do this sometime.
Yes, the bull is suddenly going to gain opposable thumbs to be able to swing giant swords.
I mean, you can just like.
He
walk
has
with it.
2 daggers on
Like
his head.
most days. That is true.
Actually,
Yeah,
I
sure.
think his horns do more damage than a dagger.
Probably. I mean, he's
2
a
swords, man.
big, wild fucking animal. I would hope so.
Oh yeah, I never programmed in his actual weapons. Hold on, let me grab
Even
the
the
nearest
pet of the house is
applicable
too
thing.
Well,
bags.
Once we stopped using him to travel, Maurice didn't really need to be able to fight anymore. And I taught him 2 maneuvers.
I'll never forget when he fucking guard Paige.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't even remember the context for that. I just kind of like it happened.
Yeah, 2d6 plus strength.
Whew. It's the same as like a normal greatsword. I mean, that's your proficiency if you're proficient. But you know what I meant.
Yeah, Spoon's spending his time swinging around heavy objects, trying to get used to the advanced strength and maneuverability skills he'll need to hone this great sword that is way beyond his normal human limitations.
Current.
We're gonna come home and Spoon is just spontaneously blonde.
It was such a weird development. You could turn Super Saiyan through training. That's kind of goofy.
Well, Trunks and Goten did it.
Oh yeah, I mean Future Trunks didn't, but you know, it's whatever.
Well, it depends on which future Trunks you're talking about.
The one that watched Gohan die.
Yeah,
He
got
that's
it
when
that
he
way.
first did it. Which is kind of, you know, it's whatever. It is time travel. Weird shit's gonna happen anyway.
The other future Trunks learned how to do it by watching Vegeta do it.
That's so like, it's whatever.
And then
I mean, I get
Xeno
it because like the first form just kind of became like a non-thing
Yeah.
at that point. But like, come on, man.
Ugh. What
Can't
a
ramble about Dragon Ball.
Yeah, we'll go on for entirely too long. So let's go back to the city and
There's
figure
too
out which
much to
one of our
complain about.
other two groups we're following now.
Man, I could talk about the Goku Black arc for like hours, just of how much that pissed me off. But I love
Alright,
it.
now we're over with Woots, who has finally managed to find some official looking buildings.
Am I still invisible, or was that wore off?
You're like 5 minutes away from home.
Oh, wow.
It takes an hour to cross
After
the
all your
city
life,
in
you just-
total.
You live your whole your life and you still don't know where you are half the time. Okay.
Yeah, it takes an hour to walk across the city in total. If you're going at a normal walking pace, you were sprinting.
hmm
You only went the equivalent of like 4 blocks.
Okay, so I got time invisible.
Yeah. So yeah, you're going past all the official-looking buildings, and you finally stumble upon the Office of Citywide Event Coordination and Management, which is the name of an actual department in the New York City's public records facility. I based all this shit off New York City's regulations.
That put you in another list.
Well, I literally just went to their website. Like, I'm like, what do you have to do in New York City to set up a parade? And it led me right to their website. It's not even the weirdest thing I've Googled today. Alright.
Alright, then I'm going to kind of definitely go in and try to not make too much of a scene.
Alright, so the door swings open. And
Someone's
The-
coming in or out. Can I just go behind them or go by them?
yeah, you can certainly try. Give me a stealth check.
Okay. On your way.
Ooh, I always forget you have such ridiculous stealth.
Joys of being a rogue.
It's just casual plus 12.
Mhm.
But, yeah, you managed to sneak in the door right as somebody's walking out, looking rather, unpleased. One could imagine that they, filled out the wrong form and now have to go and do everything again.
Oh god, it's like the DMV, only worse.
That's bureaucracy
Okay,
for you.
Okay, I'm in the building. I gotta find out where. Would I have a general idea or any clue where, like, okay, this is where the records are kept? Or any events coming up or anything like that?
I mean, you can make your way around and try and find that, but
I'll slowly become people's shadows, and you know how you have that weird sensor being watch? It's me. But they can't see it.
Pretty much. You're just making your best effort to sneak around, staying just out of the corner of people's eyes, even though you're invisible. You don't know when the spell's gonna end. It can end at any moment in your mindset. So you're trying to make the best of every second you have with it. Just sneaking around, trying not to make too much noise, being as heavy as a warforged is.
I like to think I'm graceful, but you know.
Yeah, you're very graceful, but also very heavy. It reminded me of a cartoon, and I can't remember what the fuck it was. Like, it was there for a second, I could see the image, and now my brain's just like, nope, that didn't happen.
We have the same brain.
Oh my.
Ouch.
But you gotta remember, I have to stay like 3 steps ahead of whatever the hell y'all might come up with. So, my brain's like a ticker tape over here. But, yeah, you sneak your way into the back area, and, maneuver your way around, and finally come across some sort of filing room. It's just walls stacked 6 foot high with filing cabinets.
Okay.
It's a good,
There's
like,
gotta be a record or dating system. I don't know what it was filed.
Yeah.
From the guy, do I have a general sense of where the parade's going to take place or no?
Not yet.
Okay.
You have what Paige assumed it might be the, route, but nothing cement at the moment.
Living in Nevermore for a few, would I know like a good general area where like most parades are like, I don't know, put on?
Considering you spent most of your times in the slums, not really.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna throw a parade, I think you're gonna be like a financial background. So I'm gonna go in whatever like coding or whatever things like mostly whatever main streets is my guess. Like wherever I think is a good like general idea where a parade's gonna be thrown.
Alright.
I'm just gonna start there.
So yeah, you go into the records, find some of the more recent applications. It takes a while, but you find a section that's mostly public events. And you're just flipping through applications. Give me a investigation check.
Okay. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna use some of my psychic power to add a d6 on that. Get what I can. 11.
11, not bad. You haven't really picked up which one is the correct one as of yet, but from the ones you've flipped through, you've gleaned that applicants have to complete their permit applications at a guard precinct that encompasses the area in which a parade or public event might begin. That they will need to allot a reasonable amount of time for processing and are advised to submit an application up to 9 months prior to an event if more than 1,000 people are going to be involved. If the application is made within 10 days of the event, the applicant must file the request through the precinct where the parade will take place. So you may have to cross-reference against some kind of guard barracks in the projected area.
Okay. I can't do that here. Oh, am I still invisible, or do I have a sense of how much time I have left?
It's been about 25-30 minutes.
Okay, so maybe a little extra 15. Shucks. I want to see what I can do in my time before I become visible and start cross-resin, or just like if I can quickly cross information, see if I can get any connection ties.
You go through, since you know the parade was set up within the last couple of days, you just go through the pages that were from the last 2-3 days, and you managed to find 2 that were signed off by from guards at this here guard point.
Okay, guard point. Who were they signed by?
Making me make up names on the spot again.
Oh, okay, well, we'll determine that later then. But I'm just seeing like if it's a familiar name or a name I should take note of. I'll just take note of a name in case it comes up again,
Alright.
or I'll cross-reference with a book. Just like I'm keeping mind of names.
Alright.
Okay, yeah. So
funny.
name could be determined later, but okay.
That was just on top of like I have my I have my PlayStation library open because I want to just get some things installed in the background, and I came across a gem from 2017 called Dangerous Golf.
I've heard of that, but what the fuck?
I don't know what that is, and I don't know when I got it, but I want to play it.
There's probably some PlayStation Plus free game or something.
Maybe, yeah. And it's so I hate the sound of that.
It's probably not even like remotely dangerous.
It's golf, but every other player is shooting away. You try to just throw the ball.
I recall a game from like my childhood where like you could call like airstrikes and shit on a golf course, and you were playing. It was so weird.
That is weird.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take us off track. It was just a funny thing.
It was worth a giggle.
God, these people,
Alright, Woots, what are you up to now?
Okay. So this document has some details about the parade or anything like that. I know I'm skimming it, but does it have some ideas of what I'm looking for?
Judging by the information you've already obtained and knowing where the guards were that signed it off, you could therefore assume that the guard post that signed off on it is where it will either start or end. More than likely start.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take this for, documents so I can hopefully explain to others, but maybe they'll glean it for themselves.
Yeah.
So pocketing it. And adding chaos to the bureaucracy.
Of course. Fuck the system.
Pretty much.
I mean, like, you ever sat in a DMV before? Nobody likes bureaucracy.
That's why you go in, you get your paperwork, and you leave, and then you come back when your paperwork is done.
Well, I don't really have to worry about it for like another year. Well, not another year, more like another month.
Even if you go through the DMV website, it still confuses you because it brings you back to the original page you were on.
Yeah, they do that shit on purpose, I'm convinced.
Oh yeah, totally. can't get it there, you might as well get it at home too. Okay, so I got the where it will start, where it will maybe end. Can I use it as like a reference of like this is like reference to whatever application? Or is there like no connection? Or is there like a name of parade or
It does have a name attached to it. That's to who requested the document. It is Company of John Saterman. I'm gonna have to type that out.
That sounds important. Can't wait to see what kind of religion this guy starts.
Starts. And I hope I spelt that right, because I was not looking at my notes.
oh, it's misspelled?
What matters is that we know how to pronounce it.
No, that's right.
Okay, cool. Alright. I don't know who this fella is, but
Oh, what the fuck did I just do? Okay. I accidentally dragged my NPC folder around without realizing it.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get a Dell computer. You move a single thing on the desktop and it's just done. Fucked forever. Never, ever buy a computer with Dell. It's the worst decision you could ever make.
That's why I built my own
Yeah.
computer.
Man, one of these days, I'll do it.
And it's
I'll do
expensive
it.
as hell, but you know everything that's in your system, you know what it works with, you know how everything's expected to operate. I actually gotta re-up my, okay.
There are some enticing pre-builds out there.
As
But,
far as I
like-
know, actually, building your computer is cheaper than buying a pre-made one.
Yeah,
dude,
a buddy of mine
it kinda
spent the...
depends.
A buddy of mine got a pre-made. Cost the same amount as mine cost to build. And upgrade. And his can't
Yeah.
run half the shit mine can.
Yeah, I built my own, but it was years ago. It's kind of falling behind now.
So did I. I built my own, and then my brother just fucking commandeered it. Mainly because it's his Steam account, so it's like, what am I gonna do? I don't have a job at a Steam account.
It's our Steam account.
Really not.
Alright, so back to Woots. I assume you're heading to the guard barracks to cross-reference there.
yes.
Okay. By the time you reach there, you've only got about 15 minutes left on your invisibility, so whatever searching you gotta do is gonna need to be quick.
Yeah, whatever I can get with the date, the name, location, events, whatever I can get. So I'm gonna quickly search through it. Even if it's like a bundle of files, I'm gonna take that files, adding chaos, with me. Just
Yeah,
to
it's-
research later, so.
Yeah, you slip into the head guard's office. He's not currently in there at the moment, which is lucky for your endeavor. There's a stack of papers on his desk. All of them look like official documents and or decrees. Lots
Well,
of things. There's like financial reports, citywide requests, event requests, all sorts of things.
I'm just going to search the entire paperwork, even his desk, if I can.
Yeah. Give me one more investigation check.
Lord. Oh my god. Okay, I'm adding another d6 to that.
Wow.
Fuck, okay.
Incredible.
Yeah, you're not entirely certain what you were looking for, so you just grab like every official looking document you can and just pile them up nice and neat and tuck them into your bag for later.
Just before I leave, or before, I completely leave, can I check his desk? Just like if I had noticed any like thing locked.
There is a locked door on the right side of the desk.
Is it the only one, or is there another one?
That's the only one that has a lock on it.
Okay. I'm gonna try to unlock it because I'm just curious.
Alright. Do you have
We're
tools for
going to
that?
steal his curtains as well.
Hold on now. I gotta focus on business, and then I'm gonna steal fabric.
Man,
So-
I saw a story like that. Somebody stole an entire shed. And it's like, why? What do you gain from that?
Well, they gain a shed.
Yeah,
It has
fair
a
enough.
point there.
I guess you're right. I mean,
Oh, now my dice decided to do me.
absolutely devastated.
But yeah, it takes you almost no effort at all to get into this. It's just a simple lock.
Oh, okay.
A child could get through this lock with a little luck.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically just designed to say shut. If you pulled on it hard enough, it probably could have broke the lock. But, yeah, you pop it open, there's, a couple fine cigars in there, a, silver pocket watch, and, rather interesting looking dagger. It's definitely not something the common person would be just walking around with.
And it's just a box of scars.
It's like 3 or 4 loose cigars.
Oh, okay. Well, they look nice, so I'm going to take maybe 2 of the cigars. I'm going to take the dagger. I'm definitely going to take that pocket watch.
Alright.
Ooh.
Alright. And then I'm going to close it. I'm going to relock it, so they'll never know.
Alright.
I'm probably really pushing my invisibility, but that's okay. There's no one here, right?
There's a couple rank and file guards outside doing general tasks, but you slipped into the guard captain's office rather easily. So
Okay.
as long as you're not like immediately spotted, you're fine.
Okay, then, for my last action, even if I have like seconds before I'm out, or hopefully I can push it. Is there anything fabric related in this office?
Well, this page so definitely assumed. The guard captain's office is a little more well kept than other guard areas, so he does have some rather nice dark fabric curtains. They're almost like a navy blue, and he's got a real fancy looking rug too, shades of red and orange.
I don't have time for that rug, even though it ties the room together. I'm going to grab my scissors. I don't have time to take off the entire thing for the curtain, so I'm going to cut it really close to the thing. And I'm just going to cut off the curtains, fold them, and put them in my bag.
Alright.
The
Both of 'em.
kleptomania
I
on
really want to
display.
know what Woots is planning to do with all this random fabric he keeps stealing.
I really want to know why they steal fabric so much.
Well, he's a
Maybe it's just a
seamster.
hobby, you know?
Sorry, what did you say?
He's a seamster.
What the fuck is a seamster? Let me search.
A sewer.
Yeah. It's basically a fancy person that makes, like, fabrics, clothing.
Yeah, you ever
Things of
see,
that
like, those
nature.
People in media where they've got like the measuring tape and they're getting your measurements.
Well, usually that's a tailor, but okay.
Yeah,
Well-
I just didn't know the word in English, so yeah,
Yeah.
I learned a new thing today. Yay!
Yay.
English, where we have like 50 words for the same concept.
You do. It's annoying.
Well, hey, we didn't invent the language. We just stole it from the British.
And some other root words as well.
Yeah. Some are from Latin.
Okay, so now I got my wonderful haul of curtains. I'm
Yep.
feeling pretty proud of myself.
And you don't even have that far to smuggle them back home.
Excellent.
Just jump out of the window like Batman.
Pretty much, yeah. They'll never know. Well, now that there's enough light in the office, they'll see how horrible the rug is, but still.
Good God.
An orange rug and blue curtains. My god, man.
Well,
I don't know what theme he was going, but whatever.
orange and blue do
It was
technically
not-
go together, but okay.
Oh, I thought you said it was an orange rug and he had blue curtains.
Yeah, orange and blue do go
Yeah.
together.
No, they don't.
They
I mean,
do,
they
but
do.
not. They're construct or I can't remember. They're opposite color on the wheel, so
Yeah.
they can go together, but they're not the greatest to go together. Kind of like how red and green are.
Hmm.
See.
Yeah.
Been
Contrasting.
looking at Christmas all
That's the
wrong.
word you're looking for.
Thank you.
Man, I haven't had to see a color wheel since primary school.
I have to Google that bitch like every 2 weeks.
I don't know why that was so funny.
You think I'd
It's
just
just-
print it
it's-
off
it's-
eventually.
It sounded so full of like spite and malice.
Kind of. I hate that I have to look it up so often. You think I'd have it just ingrained in my brain, but nope.
No. Who needs color wheel when you can have funny dice game?
Yep. Alright, and over at the Temple Historical Library, we've got Paige and Krell chilling out in the kids section looking for any kind of literature that might have references to Mjolnir in it. Paige, you're the one with eyes that work, so you gotta do the hard part.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay, so-
find the book and read it.
I will
Krell
probably
mostly
search.
Go
I
ahead.
will probably
These
search in
motherfuckers
the
ain't
areas
using
like I'm probably searching here the areas of religion and ancient history, powerful magic, anything to do with Norse mythology, gods that I know of. Stuff like that.
Decimal system.
And probably some part in the area that speaks about hammers.
Alright, so you go through their filing system, figure out which areas of the excuse me, sprawling mega library you've got to go through to find things. You're basically just carrying a stepladder around the whole time trying to find these books.
Since Krell can see, Paige just goes throwing books on top of her arm.
Because that's gonna go well.
Yes. No one will trip the goblin and make her drop all the books.
Well, I mean, in
The people
Krell's
of this-
defense, if someone did trip them, they wouldn't have operating legs for long.
Yeah, you're messing with a goblin with a baseball bat. You don't want to fuck with those guys. They're scary.
And they're even scarier now that she has more 4th level spell slots.
Yeesh.
But, you manage to find your way around. You find some books on general smithing, some books on, ancient religion, some sort of compendium for general magic items. And,
Wow.
general mythology. And satisfied with the small collection of books you've obtained, you head back to the children's section to find somewhere comfortable to hang out and read.
Really, this is what playing the game is, my friend.
Is it bad that in my fucking mind theater I've got Krell and Paige just kind of curled up on an oversized beanbag, just reading
No,
books?
that's absolutely correct. And Krell can hear every individual bean just moving around.
Oh, that would
That
get
sounds like
annoying
torture.
really fast.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Paige is basically just reading the books to Krell.
Anytime there's any type of technical stuff, he keeps discussing it. Just throwing the winds fancy words that no one else but he understands.
Yes, to the goblin who barely understands common.
The purpose is not to be heard, it's just to say stuff.
Yeah, he's just trying to sound smart to a person who is not really impressed by intelligence.
Exactly.
Like, her intelligence is literally 10. She has average common
Page
intelligence.
I still have not 20 intelligence because I only have 17.
You gotta get an ASI, man.
Yeah, Krell put her ASI into charisma. She had an 18 now.
Yeah, but the next one I want to get Warcaster instead, so...
Yeah. Well, I did that for Krell to make her spell save DC a little higher because she has lots of concentration shit and lots of imposed wisdom saves. Whew.
Wisdom seems to be one of the lower stats of all the people we fight.
Usually, including the party, save for wounds.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Paige is wise, Paige is smart, Woots is wise. Spoon is strong, and Krell is fast.
The dynamic.
I mean, it gets us through the day.
Exactly. And what's more important than that?
Getting through the day without extra holes in your torso.
Well, that part's not really an option for us as of late.
Alright. Going through all the various bits of information, we can piece together that Mjolnir is used both as a devastating weapon and as a divine instrument to provide blessings. It is an extremely durable weapon forged from Asgardian metal at the command of Odin, Allfather. It is the favored weapon of Thor, god of thunder. And only those of sound moral character and integrity may ever lift Mjolnir. The hammer is known to have summoned the elements wind, rain, thunder, and lightning for the wielder to use at their discretion. And as Loki had so handily described earlier, it can only be called once the gauntlets and belt have been brought together by one such morally just person.
Can we even lift this thing? Any of us in the party?
Well, Spoon has max strength, so physically he could lift it. The question of if he is morally sound is a completely different story.
I mean,
Yeah.
Because it's how Odin would define morally sound.
yeah. And you know, that guy's unpredictable as fuck.
But at least
I think I'd stand a pretty good chance of getting it done. Whether or not I could is, I'm not super confident in anything.
Well,
That's
in any, in
I'm
any,
overconfident in everything.
well, if you want to
if
go
you
off
can't, we just have to beat a major god.
Major God that is already confirmed dead.
We kill him again.
But yeah, interestingly
We go
enough,
to the-
if you go off the Marvel lore, Hulk can become angry enough to be able to pick up Mjolnir by himself.
Yeah, or we can just go to the astral plane and kick Odin's body. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, that'll work.
Yes, that will prove that we are morally just enough to wield the hammer of the gods. At least we know Krell and Paige will probably never be able to wield it.
That's for sure.
So it comes down to me and Woots.
Can Paige do like Magneto and control the stuff around the hammer instead of the hammer itself?
Technically speaking, yes.
I will keep that in mind.
Whether or not that means you could wield it effectively is kind of once more a different story. But
I can
The
just throw
ideas
in
are all
the top of enemies that they can't get up because the hammer's on their chest.
true.
You said you have to be morally sound. I don't know. I'm still in curtains, so who knows?
That's true.
Well, if you're stealing them for a good cause.
It's all about why you're stealing the curtains.
We'll find out.
Eventually.
It'll be
Okay,
a
we
really deep and interesting character moment, I promise.
I'm
We
sure
found
will.
stuff about the hammer itself, but do we find anything like where it went or something like that?
There is no information about that, but at least we know that it needs to be called to you rather than you going to find it.
I see. So maybe we should wait for that belt and see if Spoon can do
Yeah.
it, because I don't think any of us match these descriptions.
Maybe it'll take a big character defining moment to tip the scales.
Like the reveal, the curtain reveal.
Or quite hurt yourself.
I got zapped by my headset somehow.
That's weird. Maybe you got a loose cable or something.
You
That-
know,
maybe.
Crow, I have an idea to tip our favor more in luck of Spoon managing to get the hammer.
And how do you suppose that'll happen?
We get him a few books about moral philosophy.
I'm still not convinced he can read.
Me neither, but he can. There's a time to learn.
I suppose that could work. I mean, it couldn't hurt.
Yeah, I don't know if the prophecy is 100% true, but it's best to not try to go against it.
What's the worst that could happen?
You spend too much time with Spoon,
Yeah, it has been an odd couple of months. We've had one hell of a journey.
We do. Then it's
No.
only been a couple of months now that I think about it.
Yeah, a couple of years in real life, a couple of months in game. Sorry, I just had a minor existential crisis.
Yeah, me too.
But are there any
About
more
what?
information we need to be searching for in this library, or are we satisfied with what we've got?
I think I want to also look about Guanin,
What?
the goddess that the Monkey King told about.
Oh, Guan Yin.
Yeah, Guanin. Was just a was that a sign of fuck? I was not prepared for that.
I was not. I've got 3 pages of notes on everything that you said you wanted to investigate this session.
Hmm.
Oh, I also want to know about Aesir. I don't know if it's a type of people, a race.
It is basically the Norse gods. It's
Oh,
their pantheon as a whole.
I see. Yeah, because I want to recharge that eye and I need some type of long forgotten Aesir ritual. Maybe search again for the Aesir mythology, but just the rituals. Or at least a place can that preserves the memories of the civilization so I can learn the rituals.
Okay, you managed to find another section in that book on mythology. Searching through it, you find that Guan Yin is a bodhisattva associated with compassion. It's been adopted by many other religions. She was first given the appellation of Goddess of Mercy by missionaries. Her name is short for Guanxiyin, which means the one who perceives the sounds of the world. And on the 19th day of the 6th lunar month, Guan Yin's attainment of Buddhahood is celebrated.
Okay.
Any other information on her you were looking for? The fuck did I get glitter on me?
But as the god of mercy, she must not like us.
That's a great question. Where does glitter ever come from?
I don't know. I don't think there's been glitter in my house in years.
Then who really knows?
Someone in the house. Or something.
Glitter ghost.
Did you need other information on Guan Yin, or?
No, I think it's probably not what I was searching for, so let's just for AC rituals or places of ancient history that have Aesir temples or something.
If my fingers could spell, that would be amazing. Oh, where's the page keep reloading itself?
What are my dogs barking at?
Everything and nothing.
The correct answer.
My dog is literally staring at the wall and barking.
Perhaps they smell something amiss.
The man inside the walls is gone.
There's the next Stephen King novel.
The hell was that sound?
To this day, I still have not read a single Stephen King novel.
Nor have I. Nor any
You-
movies based on his novels.
I read the short stories, and I think another short story that was its own book. But I like the short stories better. Because it's not that determined, like, long, you know? Oh, 30
Nice.
pages, I think, was okay.
I think the only movie with Stephen King's works that I saw was Carrie the Weird.
Nice.
I don't know how it is like there in there, but the translation's Carrie the Weird one.
It's just Carrie here.
Version, the 70s
just
or the
Carrie?
new one?
The old one.
When she was blonde?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. When they did the split screen for the first time, that's awesome.
I almost said a spoiler, but I kind of been wanting to do a project, so I've been watching a lot of like dystopian movies and stuff like that.
Mm.
Yesterday I watched a movie with Christian Bale that is like completely generic, but it was so good at the same time. It was called Equilibrium. It's basically Matrix,
Good.
Hmm.
but the movie was good. I would watch again. I would recommend.
But yeah, going through the various tomes you have on similar subjects, you're not able to find exact texts on the rituals performed by the Aesir, or in honor of the Aesir.
But did I find anything about some temples?
No existing temples are known, as they are gods that died out a very long time ago.
And is there the name of any practitioner that was like an elf, a lich, or a druid that could be still alive today?
You're really making me work today.
I am.
He's got the questions.
It is possible that some of the Aesir and the Vanir survived the Ragnarok. As to which ones, it could not be easily determined.
Okay, I'll just put the books back in place then and grab a few philosophy ones for Spoon the way back.
Oh, right. At least
We need to make
Paige,
sure he's worthy.
at least Paige isn't being a chaos gremlin with the knowledge today.
No, you ever just drink one and then you live?
It's not a bad idea, because I feel like I'm dying right now. It is warm in here.
Man, we had a singular cold front come through. And we had a day where it was like 49 degrees out, and that was fucking awesome! And now we're back to the high 80s.
Uh-huh.
You said 49, and for a moment I forgot you weren't speaking in Celsius, so I was like, holy shit, you were melting.
Yeah, we use the not we're Americans. We use calibers in our bullets, and we use Fahrenheit instead of Celsius.
It could have been worse. He could have been measuring in Kelvin.
I think 49 Kelvin, you would die.
I think our planet would be in a bit of trouble.
Right now it's 64 Fahrenheit here.
I want to say that's like
God, you
1/100th the
lucky
temperature
asshole.
of the sun. Don't quote me on that. I don't know Kelvin off the top of my head.
Here's the thing.
Let's look it up. Let's
I live in a
convert.
very cold place of the country, so 64 is still pretty hot for here.
It's another
Man,
weird
I would
search to enter my
kill if we could
Google.
have that kind of weather right now. Convert.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot when you made me Google that. How hot is a fireball spell?
Oh,
Yeah, the sun is 5,700. I was reading 5,778 Kelvin.
Is yeah, apparently 49 Kelvin is negative 371 degrees Fahrenheit.
See, yeah, you
So-
would fucking freeze to death.
That would be a flash freeze.
Apparently, there were supposed to be scattered showers today, but that did not fucking happen.
I didn't. Yeah. We haven't
My
had rain in
favorite
a while.
temperatures are 50 Fahrenheit to lower.
Yeah, dude.
And
I miss being home in the north and rotting away in Florida.
The only reason I don't want to live in Antarctica is because there are no cities there.
But there are penguins.
But there are penguins. This motherfucker's spitting.
I don't want to become a penguin. The tuxedos is kinda tight.
I found out that the Japanese translation for penguin literally translates to business goose, and I have not been able to forget that information.
That's fucking awesome! Business goose? Oh. That's fucking incredible, dude.
But yeah, we take our philosophy books and head back home to report our findings.
I know one that's like not nearly as funny. In Pokemon, there's a dark type called Night Slash, and the Japanese name for it is the word that defines the concept of samurai testing the sharpness of their swords on passerby civilians. So.
Okay.
do with that what you
First thing arriving at home, spoon!
What? 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 What's up?
I
What do we got?
I fly the books to his hands. Here, homework.
Do I have to read all of these?
You do. I got more in the
Why?
backpack.
I need you to tell me why I need to read these.
Me and Crow found out that for you to use that hammer, you know, the one from the prophecy, you need to be of good and moral character.
What the fuck? I'm a good and moral character.
Yeah, and I'm a living saint here. This one is called. This one is about the Buddhist philosophy. I think you like this one. There's this one,
You
a
expect a
Stoic
bunch of
philosophy.
books on moralism. That's
You will like them. I also brought you a dictionary in case you need it.
This one's just called How Not to Kill Yourself.
Yes,
How
I
is
know.
this supposed to help me?
A good book.
How is this supposed to help me?
And if you need any, and if you have any trouble
I just
reading, I
looked
have.
up moralism philosophy books, and that's one of them, I guess.
Yep.
Uh,
And here's Spoon, in case you need any help, and I give him a book called for Babies.
Oh, they put no longer human on this list. Spoon's gonna want to kill himself after reading that. That's a nightmare. I've read No Longer Human.
it sounds familiar, but I can't exactly place it.
Oh man, it was a novel. What's the guy's name? I think Junji Ito made a comic about it.
That might be where I know it from.
The guy who wrote it, his name is Osamu Dazai. I know about it because I saw it in a what was it? In an idle game about moralism, and then I went and read it, and I had a bad day.
Yep, so the first things that pop up are Osamu Dazai is no longer human, a Nintendo Switch game by the same name, and then Junji Ito's version.
Gotcha. Yeah. I knew. Yeah, I think I knew about the Junji Ito one because Wendigoon made a video on it.
Anyway, in case you need any help in reading one of the books, I have a dictionary and this book here. And I'll give you a book. It's called ABC for Babies.
The English translation of the title is disqualified from being human.
That has the same like vibe to me as like the meme phrase you've been promoted to customer.
Ooh, the book is also considered to be the author's will.
Oh good. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, sit down and read that on your free day, and you will. It'll make you think. That's for sure. That's why I think it's
just reading this
incredible.
overview is making me think.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best kind of literacy and horror. The kind that like you'll be thinking about for days afterward. Like, man, fuck. Who needs like horrific monsters and awful body horror when you could just think, man, humans suck.
You're about 10% more depressed after reading that. Anyway, what the hell are we doing? Oh yeah, we were pondering philosophy.
Yeah. I got handed a bunch of books. I'm like, well, I guess this is what I'm doing now.
What were you doing the whole time we were gone?
I was working out. I was trying to wield this sword better. Speaking of that, what are my results? What are my gains?
To be
That's the
determined.
reason you're thinking
Have I
right now.
gotten any better at using this thing?
To be determined.
I guess we'll find out the next time I have to fight. Yes, that is why I grabbed a bath, but I guess it didn't really help. Or maybe you are just being a dick, Paige. How about you ponder that?
Maybe, and I just give a ambiguous smile.
Alright, so what do we find out, everyone? Because everyone else has done something a bit more important than me.
Well, you did at least send a letter towards that fellow. What name?
So.
Yeah, okay.
Well, hey, that
So
means you could all come with me if you really wanted to.
I don't know. Well, no, I need you guys to distract him.
You're not gonna steal his curtains, are you?
No, no.
Is Stone going
It
to
was
do his bed sheets
pillowcases.
again?
It was pillowcases last time.
It was his pillowcase and his cloak. And then I messed up his library. But besides that, yeah.
Didn't
This
you
guy
take his
noticed
bed
that we're
sheets
taking
too?
shit from him eventually.
Oh, no, no. I'm looking at my list right now. I stole his. From the master bedroom is purple cloak with gold trim, random chosen ring, 2 pillowcases, and a small hammer.
You know, I think he would probably put some type of security right now. It probably is not a good idea to steal stuff.
Oh, I don't think he'll really notice it unless it's a very important item that I may or may have not taken.
Well, if you walk into your room and notice that only one of your pillowcases is missing, I think that's like really easily noticeable.
Oh no, I took both of them. Oh shit.
Is like, did the servants fuck up, or what's going on here?
Exactly, you don't know. What the? I probably got someone fired, but I don't care.
Or worse.
Chaos!
Or worse.
Is Woots even chaotic?
I think, well, I'm neutral, but I think I'm bordering line on that chaotic neutral, you know? I'm like walking it pretty well.
Ugh. I
believe I am lawful neutral.
Yeah, I think you're the only character that's on the lawful side entirely.
Well, that's good.
But then again, lawful doesn't technically mean you follow the letter of the law. It just means you follow a system of codes. Which could mean literally anything.
My system of codes is me.
I want to say most of the greater devils are considered lawful evil.
Yes, devils are all lawful evil. Demons are chaotic evil.
Yeah.
Age is chaotic evil for that reason. He doesn't believe in any code whatsoever. As long as get shit done.
You know, shit can't happen if there's just chaos. There needs to be some kind of order. And I believe that order is what I think is right. Me, Spoon. Because it's, you know. I don't know.
I think he might be. I think he might be overqualified for that hammer.
What makes you think that?
I was reading the stories about the store guy, and it sounded like that douche, you know, just kind of like you.
Wow! Fuck you. That's rude.
You know, overly cocky, flair for the dramatic, overcompensating with giant weapons.
Just keeps screaming the whole time, likes to beat people up.
First of all, I'm not overcompensating. My weapons are exactly the same size as. I mean, look at these fucking things. And secondly, I'm not cocky. I just know I'm better than most people.
Oh yeah, dumb as a rock too.
And thirdly, alright, first of all, that's not true. I'm smart. I've got my moment. I am average in it. I may not throw out, you know, fucking 4-syllable words like you, Paige, but, you know, I'm not dumb. Ugh. This ice is basically pebbles. Maybe it is pebbles.
Anyway, from what I read, apparently the moment you gather the belt and the gloves, the hammer will come to you as long as you are worthy.
Oh.
Well, it'll come to you regardless. Whether or not you are worthy determines whether you can hold it.
Well, maybe we should, man. No, it's only been like a couple days. So we probably shouldn't go bother Fizzwidget just yet. He said like a week. So
I thought we would spend weeks in the Underdark, so
yeah, you know, we were down there.
We've been in the
Really
Underdark
only
the
a
whole
couple hours.
time.
Yeah, the Hollow.
yeah, the Hollow.
The Hollow is the even
We're only
further Underdark.
Yeah, we were
Yeah, I
only
thought
down
we
there
would
for
spend
a
weeks
while.
in the Hollow.
Because we're fucking awesome. We're the best, clearly. Because all those guys are dead, and we're not.
Well, we don't know if the dragon's dead.
Well, you know, that guy wasn't our enemy. I think. I'm not too sure. But I mean, he was confident he could kill us, and I was confident I alone could kill him. So, like, you know, had it come to blows, I think we would have won.
Feel free to believe that.
Because again, we're fucking awesome.
Yeah,
What
it's
about
been-
you, Woots? What'd you figure out?
Oh, I did not realize how many filing systems except for public records, but I was able to narrow it down to where the parade might start and end, and then when going towards that guard's office, I kind of ran out of time, and I just pulled out the giant stack of shit I stole. Not the fabric, but the paperwork, and I had yet to
Why do you
figure
have a
out
mosquito
their-
in my office, but it did.
Huh.
and I might have found a few items of interest.
Oh,
Or
Oh.
yeah, I take out
Let's
the
see them.
dagger.
Ooh, it's a knife.
Yeah, usually these fellas don't have anything this nice
Yeah.
or odd,
Wonder if it's special.
is it?
I don't know. I can't sense magic.
Can I see if the eye tells anything?
Your eye's currently no longer working, remember?
Oh yeah. Shit. Can
Yeah,
I
you
just
shine
like
on.
roll Arcana then to see if there's any type of magic?
Don't you guys
Sure.
have identify or
Too many
something?
times.
No. None
Not
of us
a
are that
single
useful.
one of us. I mean, Paige could have identify. He just chooses not to.
How am I going to find the spell scroll of identify?
Buy
Mhm.
one?
Yeah, you can learn identify. I think it's on your class list, probably.
It's fine, but either way, do you guys know if this is magical or not?
No.
Well, I know you don't.
What the fuck? Is my input not as valid?
No, can I try to see if it's magical at least?
Yeah, you could roll Arcana on that.
I mean, damn.
It doesn't seem to be innately magical, but it seems like it has been used for magical rituals.
Ooh.
It's probably for some kind of ritual.
Oh.
Do you find
That
anything
doesn't sound-
else that's good there?
Well, a few things I could probably trade, but they're pretty, minor things. And unless you guys favor cigars, and I did find a fun little trinket.
Cigar.
Cigars? Oh, hell yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if you guys.
Smoker, but that's cool. But they look cool.
I know I don't keep saying the whole time, a page is basically all the time smoking.
I don't smoke, but it does look cool. So, props to whoever's gonna smoke that, I guess.
Well, that's a great thing. You can always trade it for something else. Are they like nice looking cigars? Like like this is
Yeah.
good shit.
They look real nice. Like they've got good
Can
seals
I-
on them.
Can
Definitely
I
high
try
quality.
one of them?
Do you know how to properly smoke a cigar?
Of course I do. Who do you think I am?
Insight check.
Uh,
Do you?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Damn.
I'll give you one.
Jesus.
I'll give you the one, but the second one. Well,
Yeah, it's a wisdom skill. It's what he's best at.
I see through you.
If we will give one cigar to Spoon to Page.
No, I'm good. I don't want one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give one to Paige because I'm gonna trade the other
Paige?
one on the street or someone nice looking.
Page takes the cigar, cuts it, cuts the point like a master, and just lights the cigar with his finger.
It's a thing you can do, so.
Cool.
In the span of about 30 seconds, this room now has a light hazing of smoke throughout.
Good lord. I'm just gonna slightly creak open that door.
And
Let it go out.
In Paige's experience, this is way smokier than a regular cigar.
Good God. I guess we should go through those documents then, because you stole a lot of them and you don't know what they are.
well, some of them
by
look
the
like they be
way-
financial, other things.
Yeah, probably.
By the way, it is a question that I don't know how to roleplay since I never smoke, but is the cigar good? Like for Paige?
Yeah. That's the real important stuff.
Oh, sorry, what now? I was looking at something.
Does Paige does Paige find the cigar good?
Yeah, it's very tasteful. It doesn't seem to have any narcotics in it, but definitely a good smoke. Easy on the lungs.
Wow.
Man, this is a good one.
Yeah, I just noticed that thing
You know-
you posted in the chat there.
Oh yeah. I'll give to this guard guy. He has good taste.
Realistic blades. Well, I'm just checking because you never know. I pull up my the silver pocket watch. This isn't magical either, is it?
Can I also check that out?
Yeah, you can make another check.
19?
It doesn't seem to be. It just seems to be a regular pocket watch made of silver.
Excellent.
Cool. Got a
It's
cool
just
watch.
It's just a normal cool watch. Does it tick?
Now you can.
Yeah.
Now you
It's
can tell the time.
wound, ready to go.
Perfect. I love these
I lo-
two things. It's
I
metal.
love it. I love ticking watches.
I've always wanted a pocket watch, but I can never find one.
Oh, that's too bad.
Very expensive.
I have
It's
one,
not good.
but eventually the winding mechanism broke. And
I don't
I
even
just
care about-
never went
it's
to get it
like-
repaired.
It's not about you don't own a watch because you need to look down at your wrist to check the time. You know what my watch can do? My watch can make phone calls and fucking play games. I don't need to get a wristwatch. But they look nice. So that's why you wear one.
Don't
You
have
know
a
what I mean?
watch.
I don't have
I
a
want
watch, exactly.
I want a pocket watch just for that.
I want a pocket watch because it looks cool, not because I think it's a more effective way to check the time.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I want someone to ask me, hey, what time is it? And I just roll the watch. Oh, it's... I don't know how to look at analog, but wait a moment.
That's a thing I've never understood. Like, I actually know people who can't read analog, and it's like, how?
My brother
No
can't
way.
read analog still, and he's 27.
I was
get it.
joking. I did not know there were people
No,
that could not
no,
read analog.
I imagined you were, but like, you know,
I
there
mean,
are
I
good
do take a little long of time if there's no numbers, just Romans, because I'm not used to watching those.
You can kind of just suppose based on the position.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a racket. Clocks are kind of whatever. We have clocks that can do crazy cool shit like take pictures now.
Yeah, but do they tick?
That's a good point. You can get an app that ticks.
That's not the same thing.
Well, fucking beggars can't be choosers, all right?
Just checking the silver pocket watch. Is there like any crest or like initials or something in it? You know?
No. It seems to be rather plain and unmarked.
Okay,
I
well,
was gonna feel bad if like this guy had like a picture of his family in there.
maybe. Yeah. I think Woods would take that because I don't know trinkets.
It's the one thing they can't replace. Chair. I need to get some WD-40 for the chair.
But I will mention the name that was for the request for that parade was Company John what was it?
Saterman.
Saterman. So
Huh.
look for any that narrows it down a bit. Can we look in the Hayashi's book to see if that has like any name in there like it?
Oh yeah, that's good.
That name does not appear in it, but as you're going through the book, your attention stops on a particular individual. Where the fuck did my notes go? Among the dossiers marked with the dragon head marks is a girl, mid to late teens, with a sullen looking face with raven hair partially covering her features. And she's more than likely the youngest person with a dragon mark. Next to it, her name is identified as Robin. And there's that for you.
Boy. Well, 20 is really good at loading things today. Alrighty.
Does it tell the reason for?
No, it
Yeah, is there
doesn't.
like a reason for scouting?
No.
Just stands out.
Right.
Yeah, it stands out as being the youngest among the dragon head symbols.
Very good.
Does it say her like location or not address? Because I don't. Or maybe this book does have details on people. Current address or
It
known
does,
area even.
It does.
Any of those things. Shit.
Oh, dropping everything
Holy
today.
shit, that was loud.
I don't know what to tell you, man. My microphone sensitivity is either the worst ever or so hyper that it hurts.
But yeah, it does have comings and goings, daily rituals of Robin. But it's somewhat in the middle of the area of the book. So it could have been weeks or months ago, even years potentially, that they were selected as a target.
Well, that's
Oh, for now, let's just leave a ping in death.
Yeah, that'll be good to remember, at the very least. Robin. Well, now what? Oh yeah, flip through Woozer's documents. He grabbed like a big ass stack of them, so
I only
we
have
should
so
only
much
s-
time.
yeah, we should only skim through them, figure out kind of what their deal is. Don't gotta go like super deep.
So you go through the various pages that Boots has acquired, cross-referencing them with the 2 documents from the Office of Citywide Event Coordination and Management. And you managed to find one that matches the correct time set that we were given for when the parade's going to be coming through. And after going through all the records, you discover that the parade will take place 11 days from now. And the planned route is also detailed in the permits. Pull us over to the city map to detail said route.
Now that is good.
That is a solid lead. What color should it be? Sky blue.
something not speculative. Finally.
Alright, so it'll be coming patronage through here, down this road to the main road, down into through this road, before finally exiting this way.
Oh,
Entering through 8, exiting through 6.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
starting at 8, going to 6. Alright, cool. That's good. It's coming in 11 days from now.
Mhm.
Well, so in a little less than 2 weeks, we're gonna have a parade to crash. Nice.
it's surprisingly close to our house.
The enemy
Well,
doesn't yet know where we live, so they had no way of planning around that.
Proper, it goes to the Miners Guild.
It just got lucky.
Oh, and it starts out the slums. Oh. Yeah.
So should we? What do you guys think we should do? Raid the parade, wait for it to end, and then follow the main event, the main guide, the wolf.
I think. I'm not sure. I haven't really thought that far ahead. Huh.
I mean,
Great question.
raiding, he would probably not be waiting for it to happen, but we have a lot more dangers in escaping.
Yeah.
But
So we might just
if-
want to keep. We might just want to have Woots keep an eye on the wolf, kind of feed where he's going to us, you know.
Oh, you want me to shadow someone?
Yeah, that might be for the best. I think it puts. I mean, it puts the mission as a whole at little risk, but it's also, you know, if you get caught, it's an L kind of thing.
Mm.
we could just, go to the parade as guests, making the.
Yeah, but they know our faces.
Yes, but some of
Well-
us can change those.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh yeah, we have that capability. How could I forget?
The 2 of us have disguise self.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's important. We probably should have remembered that.
Let's have this guy's self, and well, you could always go as a pet rat. I don't know, with polymorph.
I mean, I don't know why.
This
that
guy's
would-
self
that
is
would
not
be what-
concentration, so I could cast both of them.
But for what reason?
I'm just saying if you wanted to. But yeah, me and I think Krell that also has his self.
I find it hilarious that his status is currently possibly a bunch of rats in a human costume. I just noticed
That's a
that.
different. That's a different case, though.
Me and Krell could go to the parade as guests, and you could probably help Woods prepare to tail the wolf after the parade.
Well, maybe. Yeah, that wouldn't be the worst idea. But I'm not. I'm not exactly Mr. Stealth.
I know, that's why I said help you prepare, not help to stealth.
That's a good point. Unfortunately,
Do you have
I
lighter
can't.
armor?
I
you could wear?
don't. I really should get some. I was thinking about that just earlier. Like that is a thing I should definitely get soon. Why is fucking?
What do you want to get?
I mean, like right now, no. You don't feel safer anywhere than when you're behind some heavy ass armor.
Well, there's always Mithril.
Yeah.
You can get some Mithril plate mail, just as strong as plate mail, but without the disadvantage. It's just pricey.
Hmm.
We've already got a good amount of money tied up into the belt.
Belt.
Yeah.
We could go forward with the plan of helping the brothers at shop in the mine.
That's right, we still gotta get the stones, fuck, the word's escaping me. Checking out quality of the fuck, was it? There's a fancier word than naming it.
Geologist?
What's that?
Geologist?
No, just like,
Well, that's the person.
yeah, it's the person, like, checking out, like, evaluating
I
the stone's
literally-
quality. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about.
I've literally had this exact problem with this exact word.
It's just escaping. I know it. It's blank at the moment.
Son of a! I gotta fucking.
It's like evaluating it, but no, it's not it. Appraised. That's what it is.
Appraised. That's it.
Appraiser.
Yeah, it finally got to me. Yeah, we gotta get because I got Woods has some of the stones. Gotta give them appraised to see if they're worth anything to create that mine.
Wouldn't be a terrible idea.
Yeah. Gives us something to do with this 11-day gap we have.
Yeah, we're suddenly into a bunch of downtime.
Ugh. Something worth thinking about for the over the week. But that is where we shall end for now.